Is that difficult for you?
No.
Glass
Okay,
or no
chapter
glass?
1.
I can use the glass.
I don't know. I can see without them. They were bothering my nose.
Okay.
Okay, chapter 1.
Just because you wanted to look professional.
Exactly. It was just for show in the beginning.
So put on a professional face there.
I can't while I'm reading.
What is it? Like,
No, I don't know. What is a professor face
Me
other
neither.
than... I know this is an
you
old...
have to have something like...
That's terrible, but I picture this as like an old lady teacher. Nucleus. Anyway.
I'm the teacher.
You just look
This
like...
is terrible. I can't look through this. Absolutely not. It's
Now
gonna
I'm
kill
being
my eyes.
Jessica Simpson. Now I'm like, you just look like the nerd.
I'm doing this. Like, in 50 what? In a few years, when everything is going, right? Then I won't be doing it. Right? I'll be trying to video from here like that.
Good for him. He said
go,
50
baby.
years, he'll be
it's
90.
serious.
Okay, chapter
It's for
1.
entertainment, but let's not. Right?
Tell yourself that. You're the one going on. And you
Yeah,
will.
of course, yes. I think I'm telling you. I'll tell you when you need. You just...
Look at him thinking he's the teacher
Yeah,
and
this is
controls the
happening.
situation.
Just get ready, because I'm going to tell you.
Please.
And you're going to be like, nah, nah, nah.
No, I don't listen. I just do my own tune.
So, okay.
Anyway, chapter 1.
Yeah, let's go.
Tisa Tells.
Before my eyes.
Robert Landon awoke peacefully, enjoying the gentle strains of classical music from his phone's alarm on the bedside table. Greg's morning mood was probably an obvious choice. Who's Greg's?
Is that, I think that, I think.
Oh, it's the song, Greg's Morning Mood, was probably an obvious choice, but he had always considered it the perfect 4 minutes of music to start his day. As the
expressions go.
As the woodwind swelled, Landon savored the uncertainty of not being able to recall quite where he was. Ah, yes, he remembered, smiling to himself, the city of 100 spires. In the dim light, Landon surveyed the room's massive arched window, flanked by an antique Edwardian dresser and an alabaster lamp. The plush hand-knotted carpet was still scattered with rose petals from last night's turn-down service. Landon had come to Prague 3 days earlier and had, on previous visits, checked into the Four Seasons Hotel, which, if you're interested, is back on this map.
Well, let's check it quickly.
It's right by the river. It's right by the Vltava River.
Vltava.
Oh, Vltava, they said.
Vltava, yes.
Vltava.
But you say Vltava, yeah?
Four Seasons Hotel.
Or not, I'm not sure.
That's where
Four Seasons Hotel?
Right on the river. You see the dark.
I don't want to sound like one of those people who want to portray themselves like they know everything.
Right.
Sometimes I probably do that.
When the manager insisted on upgrading Landon's reservations to a 3-bedroom royal suite, he wondered if it was due to his own brand loyalty or more likely to the prominence of the woman with whom he was traveling. Our most celebrated guests deserve our most celebrated accommodations, the manager had insisted.
And who is paying for that?
The suite included 3 separate bedrooms with an ensuite bathrooms, with ensuite baths, a living room, a dining room, a grand piano, and central bay window with a lavish arrangement of red, white, and blue tulips, a welcome gift from the U.S. Embassy. Landon's private dressing room offered a pair of brushed wool slippers monogrammed with the initials RL. Something tells me that's not Ralph Lauren. but he thought, impressed by the personalized touch. Now, as he luxuriated in bed and listened to the music from his alarm, he felt a tender hand touch his shoulder. "Robert," a soft voice whispered. Landon rolled over and felt his pulse quicken. She was there, smiling at him, her smoky gray eyes still half asleep. Her long black hair tousled around her shoulders.
Sounds correct. I wouldn't know how to say that, Toss.
"Good morning, beautiful," he replied. She reached over and stroked his cheek. The scent of ballad.
What is it?
The scent
I don't
of
know. Ballade. Yeah.
Ballad savage still
No, it's
on
not
her
correct.
wrist.
It's not in the ballad. Ballade.
Langdon, yeah, I'm not sure either. Langdon admired the elegance of her features. Despite being 4 years older than Landon, she was more stunning every time he saw her. The deepening laugh lines, the faint wisp of gray in her dark hair, her playful eyes, and the mesmerizing intellect. Landon had known this remarkable woman since his days at Princeton, where she was a young assistant professor while he was an undergrad. His quiet schoolboy crush on her had gone either unnoticed or
I'm probably say unrequited.
unrequited, but they'd enjoyed a flirtatious platonic friendship ever since. Even after her professional career skyrocketed and Landon became a high-profile professor known throughout the world, the two of them had kept in casual contact. Timing is everything, Landon now realized, still marveling at how quickly they had fallen for each other during this spontaneous business trip. As Morning Mood, the song, crescendoed into the full orchestration of the theme, he pulled her close with a strong arm, and she nuzzled into his chest. "Sleep okay?" he whispered. "No more bad dreams?" She shook her head and sighed. "I'm so embarrassed. That was awful." Earlier in the night, she had awoken in terror from...
Let me read that.
Okay.
That's kind of the bad part. So,
Okay.
right?
Go ahead.
It was to me. Early in the night, she had awoken in terror from an exceptionally vivid nightmare, and Langdon had needed to comfort her for nearly an hour before she could get back to sleep. The dream's unusual intensity, Langdon assured her, had been the result of her ill-advised nightcap of Bohemian absinthe, which Langdon had always believed should be served with a disclaimer. Popular during the Belle Epoque for its
hallucinogenic properties. Now, stop there a minute.
Yes.
What's the Belle Epoque?
Belle
Do you know
Epoque,
that?
I don't know. It's
Popular during the Belle Epoque. I just didn't know if
Belle
you
Epoque
knew.
must be sometime either before 1900s,
Oh, okay.
before the depression. I don't know why I think it's, or maybe, but it's about that. Like it's associated with some I don't know. There's an aesthetics, I guess, right? I'm not trying to. I'm just trying to. That's what I think.
No,
I
right.
might be wrong. I'm not. There's some sort of pretty, like movies. I can recognize a movie that portrays Belle Epoque. But do you understand? That's what I'm trying to explain. Never again, she assured him. Langdon reached over and turned off the music. Close your eyes. I'll be back in time for breakfast. Stay with me. You can drink. You can take a
No,
sip.
I'm good.
You can drink. I just reminded you have something that now and then you need to, right? Spell gas, just to make sure that people don't think you're just
Being rude.
Being rude, like you have some problem.
Landon reached over.
Langdon reached over and turned off the music. I read that.
Closure.
Stay with me, she teased, holding him. You can skip one day of swimming. He's going to swim. Not if you want me to remain a chiseled young man, he said, sitting up with a lopsided grin. Green, right? Each morning, Langdon had jogged the 3 kilometers to Strathow. You know how to say that? Strathow?
Strata, yeah.
Swimming center for his morning laps. Is that how you pronounce? You know this one, do you?
I would say, no, I would just say Strahov or whatever. Yeah, I don't know. No, I don't know that one.
Okay. It's dark out, she pressed. Can't you just swim here? In the hotel pool? Why not? It's water. It's tiny. 2 strokes and I'm finished. I already exercised in pool, you know. Like when I first came here, I had to stay in the hotel. And I only had a pool and didn't have a gym. I don't know. Maybe I don't know. I did that. It was like 10 laps back and forth to stay fit. Today I'm lazy. I just smiled. It's tiny. 2 strokes and I'm finished. There's a joke there, Robert. But I'll be kind. Right? Innuendos. Right? Langdon smiled. Funny girl. Go back to sleep and I'll meet you for breakfast. She pouted, threw a pillow at him and rolled over. I forgot about this with pouted. Langdon donned his faculty issue, Harvard, sweats, and headed for the door. Choosing to take the stairs rather than the suites cramped private. The suites, thank you. How did I say? Suits. The suites cramped private elevator. Downstairs, he strode through. Isn't that funny? You have the word through, you have the ST, you have double O's. Look, downstairs, he strode, so double O's there. You have stair, ST twice. You have the word stairs, right? Stairs, downstairs, whatever. He strode, I think there'll be more, he emphasized, I don't know why, through the elegant hallway. Look, AJ, you could have to have half, AJ. The elegant hallway that connected the hotel's Baroque riverfront annex. Is it annex or annex?
Annex.
Annex with the building's lobby. Along the way, he passed an elegant display case marked Prague Happenings, featuring a series of framed posters announcing this week's concerts, tours, and lectures. The glossy poster at the center made him smile. Excuse me. Charles University Lecture Series. Welcome to Prague Castle, internationally acclaimed noetic scientist, Dr. Catherine Solomon. So there was a poster for her, right? Good morning, beautiful, he mused, admiring the headshot of the woman he had just kissed upstairs. So the whole thing is from downstairs to upstairs. You will find more and more of that if you dig into more of that. Tours, the word, the choice of word, and other things that you may find. However, no question mark. I was just saying, like, I always think maybe it's all like, right, a coincidence. not a coincidence. However, it looks like, isn't it?
No, yes.
So, do you want to read now, please?
Catherine's lecture last night had been standing room only. No small feat considering she had spoken in Prague's castle, legendary
That one is Vladzla.
Vadzla Hall, a cavernous vaulted chamber used during the Renaissance to host indoor jousting competitions with knights and horses in full regalia. The lecture series was one of Europe's most respected and always drew accomplished speakers and enthusiastic audiences from around the world. Last night had been no exception, and the packed hall erupted with applause when Catherine was introduced. Thank you, everyone, Catherine said, taking the stage with a confident calm. She wore a white cashmere sweater and designer slacks that fit her flawlessly. I'd like to begin tonight by answering the one question I am asked almost every day. She grinned and pulled the microphone off its stand. What the hell is noetic science?
That sounds so American. This what the hell?
Mm-hmm.
It's like
Yes.
everyone says anything, they're gonna say what the hell?
Yes.
Yeah, who the hell?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, go on. Noetic. This is the noetic science from the lost symbol.
Okay.
It's all about. I told you, it's all lost symbol. This is like it's
Gotcha.
almost like a sequel
To that.
of the lost.
And maybe
symbol.
we'll find it
No,
is.
you know what is interesting? That was my. Sorry,
No, you're
I
fine.
got very excited. The lost symbol was my first Dan Brown book.
Oh, okay.
Right, yeah. I didn't care for him or this kind of, but I saw that, and it was in a town in England that I found on a stand. I'll just be very quick. I forgot the name. Wakefield.
Okay.
As I went to the market, look how amazing. There was a stand of cupcake right in the beginning when cupcakes were being more fashionable. Beautiful there. I remember buying one, and isn't that interesting?
Yes.
And here we are, like we almost a and that was our first. Dan Brown was the lost symbol. It was a series. Remember, you
Yes,
even
we
subscribed
watched
to
the series.
Peacock.
Yes, correct.
And here we are, and back to the same story. Go on.
Yes. A wave of laughter. A wave of laughter rolled through the hall as the audience settled in. Simply stated, Catherine began, noetic science is the study of human consciousness. Contrary to what many believe, consciousness research is not a new science. It is, in fact, the oldest science on Earth. Since the dawn of...
I'm sorry, I have to interrupt so many, because everything goes down to what is it? Always a concept of the mind. Everything you're gonna find, you can. It's a concept of the mind, and everything is the human consciousness. It's so easy to understand. Go on.
In fact,
Go.
it is you. Since the dawn of history, we have sought answers to the enduring mysteries of the human mind, the nature of consciousness and of the soul. And for centuries, we have explored these questions primarily through the lens of religion. Catherine stepped off the stage, moving toward the front row of attendees, and speaking of religion, ladies and gentlemen, I couldn't help but notice that we have in the audience with us tonight a world-renowned scholar of religious symbology, Professor Robert Landon. Landon heard murmurs of excitement in the crowd. What the hell is she doing? Professor, she said, arriving before him with a smile. I wondered if we might avail ourselves to our expertise for a moment. Would you mind standing up?
Excuse me. In Origin, you have this exact thing happens. There's this friend. The friend is the big guy. He's going to present something. And then they draw attention to Robert Landon.
Then
Apparently he's also
there.
drawn to...
Correct.
Yeah, let's go.
Landon politely stood, quietly shooting her a "you'll pay for this" grin. "I'm curious, Professor, what is the most common religious symbol on Earth?" The answer was simple, and either Catherine had read Landon's article on the topic and knew what was coming, or she was about to be very disappointed. Landon accepted the microphone and turned to face the sea of eager faces, dimly lit by chandeliers hanging on ancient iron chains. "Good evening, everyone," he said, his deep baritone booming through the speakers. And thank you to Dr. Solomon for putting me on the spot with no warning whatsoever. The audience clapped. "All right then," he said. "The world's most common religious symbol. Does anyone have a guess?" A dozen hands went up. "Excellent," Landon said. "Any guesses that are not the crucifix?" Every single hand went down. Landon chuckled. "It's true that the crucifix is extremely common, but it is also a uniquely Christian symbol. There is, in fact, one universal symbol that appears in the artwork of every religion in history." The audience exchanged puzzled looks. "You'll all see it many times," Landon coaxed, "perhaps on the Egyptian Hierarchy Stela." He paused. "How about the Hindu Kanishka casket, or the famous Christ Pantocrator?" Silence, dead stares. Oh boy, Landon thought. Definitely a science crowd. It always appears in hundreds of the most celebrated Renaissance paintings. Leonardo da Vinci's Second Virgin of the Rocks, Fra Angelico's The Annunciation, Giotto's Lamentation. Annunciation. Giotto's Lamentation. Titan's Temptation of Christ, and countless depictions of Madonna and Child.
What is that breast?
Anyway.
Is that, it's gonna be this one? Is that gonna be that? Yeah, the breast.
Still nothing. "The symbol I'm referring to," he said, "is the halo."
Halo, yes.
Catherine smiled, apparently knowing this would be his answer. "The halo," Landon continued, "is the disk of light that appears over the head of an enlightened being.
Wow.
In Christianity, halos hover over Jesus, Mary, and the saints. Going further back, a sun disk hovered over the ancient Egyptian god Ra. And in Eastern religions, a nimbus halo appeared over the Buddha and the Hindu deities.
Deities, right?
Deities. Yeah.
Now just the halo, right? That's not me saying. That's from ancient aliens. They always claim that halo is like a representation of some sort of hovering craft. Correct?
Correct.
So that wasn't me. So this is this is the alien underlying narrative. Correct?
Mm-hmm. "Wonderful. Thank you, Professor," Catherine said, reaching for the microphone, but Landon ignored her and pivoted away playfully, a touch of payback. "Never ask an historian a question you don't want answered fully." "I should add," Landon said as the crowd laughed appreciatively, "that halos come in all shapes, sizes, and artistic representations. Some are solid gold discs, some are transparent, and some are even square. Ancient Jewish.
Like a square halo, but still, it said, no, it's
still
not a halo. It's a square.
square,
You're just
correct.
putting all in the counter, but it's through we trust, right? Like
Correct.
Through his research and observation, and he will be sure that the square is also a halo. Right? Go on.
Ancient Jewish scripture describes Moses' head as being surrounded by a hila, the Hebrew word for halo, or emanation of light. Certain specialized forms of halos have rays of light emanating from them, glowing spines that radiate outward in all directions. Landon turned back to Catherine with a devious smile. Perhaps Dr. Solomon knows what this type of halo is called. He tipped the mic
What is
to
this
her.
type of halo? Certain specialized forms of halos have rays of light emanating from them, glowing spines that radiate outward
in all directions.
It looks like a sun or an eye.
And now he's
An
saying
iris.
to her, what type? And he tips the mic to
Excuse
her.
me.
A radiant crown, she said without missing a beat.
Corona. Then people say the corona. Go on.
Someone did her reading. Landon brought the mic back to his lips. Yes, the radiant crown is a particularly significant symbol. It appears throughout history, adorning the heads of Horus, Helios, Ptolemy, Caesar, and even the towering Colossus of Rhodes. Landon gave the crowd a
Conspirational. It's conspiracy.
It's not
Conspiracy.
ational.
No, it is conspirational. Conspiracy. Sorry.
Yeah, that sounds like
I told you I would.
That's okay.
Conspiratorial.
Yes, Landon gave the crowd a conspiratorial grin.
Thank you.
Few people realize this, but the most photographed object in all of New York City happens to be a radiant crown. Puzzled looks even from Catherine. Any guesses, he asked? None of you has ever photographed the radiant crown that hovers 300 feet above New York Harbor? Landon waited as the murmurs of revelation grew in the crowd. The Statue of Liberty, someone called out. Exactly, Landon said. The Statue of Liberty wears a radiant crown, an ancient halo, that universal icon we have used throughout history to identify special individuals who we believe possess divine enlightenment or an advanced state of consciousness.
We have to pause.
Go ahead.
What's another? Now, I would put together with this, right? The symbol, the rainbow.
Oh, okay.
Right? Because it's above.
And it's kind of like a halo.
So everything is above. It's a halo. You think of halo immediately. You think. I wanted to use another word, but I can't. I don't have that repertoire right now. I would say it conjures the image of light. Halo is not even like a shape. When you think of halo, you think of something not solid. You see how the alien idea is more there too? It's not just, and then it comes to, it's not just one thing. It's a shape, it's a thing that people may claim it's like the ancient aliens. It's a hovering object. But that's I think the best thing is that it's not definite in terms of physicality, material definition. So it's made of light. So I could say I could even claim I'm not but just observing in art, you can say, so the rainbow is right there. It's made of light, it's always above, and it's important and it appears.
Correct, yes.
Sorry to interrupt.
That's okay. As Landon handed the mic back to Catherine, she was beaming. "Thank you," she mouthed to him as he returned to his seat amid applause. Catherine walked back onto the stage. As Professor Landon has just stated so eloquently, humans have been contemplating consciousness for a long time. What'd you say?
Nothing, I'm just checking if it's still working. Sometimes it might just go.
Oh. But even now, with advanced science, we have trouble defining it. In fact, many scientists are afraid even to discuss consciousness. Catherine glanced around and whispered, "They call it the C word."
Why C word?
I don't know, she said. Many scientists are afraid to even discuss
It's
consciousness.
such a indefinite. That's what I was saying when I was reading
Right.
the previous. It's indefinite, right? No one wants to touch that kind of. Go on.
Scattered laughter rippled through the room again. Catherine nodded to a spectacled woman in the front. "Ma'am, how would
Consciousness, C word, yes.
Yeah. Ma'am, how would you define consciousness?" The woman thought a moment. "I suppose an awareness of my own existence." "Perfect," Catherine said. "And where does that awareness come from?" "My brain, I guess," she said. "My thoughts, ideas, imaginations, the brain activity that makes me who I am."
Is it the I think therefore I am thing?
Very well said. Thank you. Catherine lifted her gaze back to the audience. "So we can all start by agreeing on the basics. Consciousness is created by your brain. The 3-pound...
Bundle of eight.
I was looking outside.
I know you saw, yeah.
The 3-pound bundle of 86 billion neutrons inside your skull, and therefore consciousness is located inside our heads." Nods all around.
Just now I need to pause. So remember what we say about the rainbow. What's one of the representation of the rainbow? One, like metaphor, but you also see in reality, right? Because you always the skull, right? You have this skull. It's the thing above. The head is above. So you have usually you say everything is the brain, right? It's always above. So the skull, this also can be a representation of the halo too, although this is more physical, right? People talk about the mind.
Correct. Wonderful, Catherine said. We've all just agreed on the currently accepted model of human consciousness. After a beat, she sighed heavily. The problem is, the currently accepted model is dead wrong. Your consciousness is not
Say again.
Your consciousness is not created by your brain, and in fact, your consciousness is not even located inside your head.
We're live streaming, Terry.
Oh, sorry.
That's
No,
okay,
it's
you're
okay.
fine.
You can. It's normal. It's
Yeah,
real life.
Just
what
the
you can
first
do.
chapter.
It's the world we live now, right? You can't just have your moment. You have to share. Go
The
on.
stunned silence followed.
It's a shared consciousness.
Yes. The spectacled woman in the front row said, "But if my consciousness is not
Did you say
located..."
Terry comment on my?
Yes, the focus. The spectacled woman in the front row said, "But if my consciousness is not located inside my head, where is it?" "I'm so glad you asked," Catherine said, smiling to the assembled crowd. "Settle in, folks. We're in for quite a ride tonight." Why did I lose where my... Rock star, Landon thought as he walked toward the hotel lobby, still hearing the echoes of Catherine's standing ovation. Her Her representation had been a dazzling tour de France.
Yeah, presentation. It'd be a dazzling
Yeah,
tour.
presentation.
You want
had
me to
been-
read it?
Go
I'm
ahead.
really tired,
Yeah.
I guess. I was kind of a bit lost, right? A bit distracted.
How was your trip?
Yeah.
Good.
Good.
Rock star, London thought as he walked towards the hotel lobby. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Still hearing the echoes of Catherine's standing ovation. The presentation had been dazzling tour de force that left the crowd stunned and clamoring for more. Wow. When someone asked about her current work, Catherine revealed she had just put the finishing touches on a book that she hoped would help redefine the current paradigm of consciousness. London had helped Catherine secure a publishing deal, although he had yet to read her manuscript. I wouldn't wait. I would self-publish. She had revealed enough of its contents to leave London enthralled and eager to read. But he sensed she kept all the most shocking revelations to herself. Catherine Solomon is never short on surprises. On surprise, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, as he neared the hotel lobby, is that correct? If you say
Yeah.
anything, we just help
No,
me.
I will, but you're saying...
London suddenly recalled that Catherine was slated for an 8 a.m. meeting this morning with Dr. Brigitte Gessner, the eminent Czech neuroscientist. Is it Czech?
Mm-hmm.
Czech neuroscientist who had personally invited Catherine to speak at the lecture series. Gessner's invitation had been generous, and yet, after meeting the woman last night, following the event and finding her insufferable, London now secretly hoped Catherine would oversleep and opt for breakfast with him instead. Okay, so they both had a meeting last night, right?
Mm-hmm.
Is that what happened? Pushing it... Now, let me drink it because... Pushing it from his thoughts, he entered the lobby, enjoying the fragrance of the extravagant bouquets of roses that always graced the main entrance.
I can smell it.
Can you imagine? Listen, that's when I
It
have
probably
money.
smelled
That's
just
how I
like...
want every day.
But that's how it was when we stayed in New York in the flower district.
I thought this cell was going to say when we stayed in New York.
Every time
and
we
you
went out our
look
hotel
down.
room, our hotel was nothing but flowers.
Flowers that you don't have to buy because it's all over and you can smell because unless you had how do you say, a deviated septum.
Correct. You'll smell it.
You
right.
smell and it's so beautiful.
Very much so, yes.
Where am I?
The scene that had greeted him...
Continue, please.
Yeah, the scene that had greeted him in the lobby, however, was far less welcoming. 2 black-clad police officers were stalking intently through the open space, working a pair of German shepherds. Both dogs wore bulletproof vests marked police and were sniffing around as if searching for something. That doesn't look good. Landon went over to the front desk. Is everything okay? Oh, heavens, yes, Mr. Landon. The immaculately dressed...
They speak with a British accent or what?
Yeah, I'm not sure.
I think, it sounds like, oh heavens, yes, Mr. London.
The immaculately dressed manager nearly curtsied as he rushed out to greet Landon. All is perfection, Professor. A minor issue last night, but a false alarm, he assured, shaking his head dismissively. Just taking precautions. As you know, security is a top priority here at the Four Seasons Prague. Landon eyed the policeman. Minor issue? These guys hardly looked minor. Are you off to the swimming club, sir? The manager asked. Shall I call you a car? No thanks, Lana replied, heading for the door. I'll jog over. I like the fresh air. But it's snowing. The native New Englander glanced outside at the faint skittering of snowflakes in the air and gave the manager a smile. If I'm not back in an hour, send one of those dogs to dig me out.
Mm-hmm. So he's still going to do his jogging. Is
Correct.
that correct?
Yes.
Jogging, swimming.
Mm-hmm.
It's difficult sometimes when a word is split, right, to the next line.
I don't like when they split certain words.
Yeah, they try to avoid that with
Right.
Yeah, they could have just. What was the point of this? Right? They could have.
That was the end of chapter 1, by the way.
Chapter 1. Was it good?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that that we say it's the stair.
Mm-hmm.
It probably has either another name, but stair seems to be right there, right? Because the certain images, the person we could learn this from, right? Free of the internet there. It's a small channel. It's amazing how the guy is small, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like it's amazing knowledge. And he kind of know, but he doesn't say how it's called, where the book does. It doesn't say. It's funny. It's very interesting. Like some people know a lot about these.
You got grease on yours already.
We have 2 books.
Mine's gonna be prettier.
Yeah. And then I'll switch overnight. And
I'm
who's
putting it
gonna
in
have
the
pretty?
safe.
Once we finish reading, and yours
He
is all
won't remember
pretty,
the code anyway.
and mine's all greasy and covered in
Nor will he
beer.
probably remember where he put the code.
We'll switch. And who's got the pretty book?
Terry, can you keep my pretty book?
Yeah.
Just kidding.
Terry's gonna.
I'm aggravating
really.
Jones.
No, don't bring Terry because he's not. He has several books. He's gonna sell it for $1 on the yard sale. How much was it?
The library made money off of it.
50. He donated a lot of books to the library.
No. Didn't he get any money of that?
Not from the library. He donated them. Donating means you're donating. You're not getting money.
No, but he got them from the yard sale.
From the yard sale, he made like $5.
No, I made 14.
Oh, excuse me, 14.
14. You should have put another $1
They
there.
bought the other stuff.
What?
You should have put another $1. 15.
We'll pretend that it was 15 for all the books.
Okay.
Just for argument.
Everyone is full of gas in this house. That's all I know.
Excuse me, who farted? People are full of gas.
Expect that.
Yeah.
Can you press finish, please? That's how.
Oh, sure, make him see my big fat finger. Oh, there it is.